I want to thank all the athletes that are with us here today. These young men practicing, getting ready for the season. It's going to start real soon. I was here last year. We watched a football game. This team is a good team. They know how to play hard. They know how to respect their teammates and respect their opponents. And that's what sports are all about. We are the sports center of the universe right now, between Gwendolyn Brooks' football team and our baseball team not far from here, the Jackie Robinson West Little League. We want to make sure that our kids do have an opportunity to compete, to do so in a healthful manner, and make sure that it's done right. So that's why the law that I'm signing today is a very important law, because concussions are really serious, and I think all of us have learned over recent years how important it is to make sure that we prevent concussions wherever possible, and if someone does suffer a concussion, that we take the proper steps to make sure we safeguard the health of these young athletes. So the law today deals with making sure that our head coaches, our assistant coaches, our athletic directors, and our student athletes know all about concussions. And we have an online course that's going to be developed that everybody will take and be certified on, especially our coaches. We want to make sure that when they see a situation, they take appropriate action for the health of their athletes. It's really important that we do that in Illinois. We passed a law a couple years ago dealing with this issue. This expands the law. This makes sure that all of our coaches, especially those who are competing in contact sports like football, can recognize early on what a concussion is and what to do with respect to protecting the athlete. Sending an athlete back in after a concussion is very serious indeed. We don't want that to happen. We also want everyone to understand how to prevent, wherever possible, a concussion, making sure that our practices and our things we do in the course of a game are done in a way that does not cause injury that's unneeded. So I do want to thank Senator Emil Jones III, who is with us here today, whose district we're in, who helped get this law passed. I also want to thank Alderman Tony Beal, who's with us as well. I think both of these elected leaders have shown what sports can do for a community, for a city, for a state, for a nation. And I want to make sure that we understand that all of us are in this together. And we have to make sure that we combat violence at every turn, that we have positive things for our young people to do, whether it's in school or after school or in sports or doing things in the community. It's so important that we in Illinois invest in programs that make a difference for a lifetime and protect all of those who are in the community, whatever their age might be. And I believe in sports. I had a chance to go to United Center on Saturday night, and I saw our U.S. team play an exhibition game against the Brazil basketball team. I saw D. Rose. Every time he touched the ball, people were cheering. And I think we all cheer for our American team, our United States team. And we cheer for someone from our own backyard. Not only D. Rose, but Anthony Davis grew up here in our state of Illinois. And he's on that team as well. So we really are proud of these elite athletes. But we also understand that very, very few of our athletes will get to that level. There will be many, many who play for a high school team, who have a chance to have an opportunity to play, to practice, to have teammates that you get to know perhaps for the rest of your life. When I was over at the Jackie Robinson gathering there on Sunday watching the game, I met some of the players from 1983 who were on the Jackie Robinson Little League back then. And they still are friends today. They had a T-shirt with their picture from 1983. Most of them look just like they did back then. But those young people have those memories that last a lifetime. And I want to make sure that our kids here today understand that what you're doing not only on the field, but in school, Gwendolyn Brooks would be proud of you. And it's important that all of us learn about her purposeful life. She understood how important it is to use the English language to express yourself, to write, and to write poems, immortal poems. So it's super important that we are doing this at a special place here today.